It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Checking out the Pacers, they're in 11th place in the East, and that's a decent step forward from where they finished last season, but that's probably little consolation to them at this point. I'm sure they'd want to be a few spots higher at least. Miles Turner in action tonight, 11th pick in the 2015 draft. Hard to believe he fell out of the top 10, given how well he's played in his young career. Just what makes him one of the top young big men in the league, Jet.
Well, he's very mobile for a player of his height. I mean, this guy's mobile, agile, and versatile. He's got all the tiles.
You know, he has a natural sizz-off tizuch on the shizot, and that's rare for a big mizan.
No diz out.
Kevin Hizarlin
Oh,
standing by with the call.
You speak the language. I like it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We're glad you can join us. We're at the home of the Pacers in beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana. And, of course, LeBron James. He'll miss his star power. He was one of the factors that made this team go.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. George Hill out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Hood in at the 3 spot.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Hill passes to Thompson. A wide open look for Love, and it's off from three-point range. And so it's Indiana with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And, you know, it wasn't just that they got stops. It was the way they got stops. Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, after a while, it just felt like they were demoralizing the opponent. It affected them mentally, and they took advantage.
Got a piece of it. And Young kicks to Turner. Nailed from three-point land. Turner's got 5 now.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Hill dishes to Smith. Pick up by Hill. Oladipo against Smith. Over Oladipo. And that one hits back iron.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Now here's Oladipo. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Unable to get that one. Good D by Thompson. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. Said the key to this game is how much they can limit the quality looks inside. He said when you're playing a team like this, you don't stand a chance if you give them easy shots down low. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Oladipo, following the basket by George Hill. Oladipo with the ball, picked up by Thompson. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Collison inside. He's going up against Love. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wimp.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Now here's Love. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
And Love with his second chance points.
Now, Kevin Love refusing to give up possession of the basketball after that miss, giving it all he's got down there.
Young outside. Oladipo, the pass to Collison. And Thompson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period. Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon, because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Pick up by Hill. Love kicks to Hill. Clock is at 3. Off the pick. Pacers with the rebound. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Man, felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. They had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game. That might have cost them.
The Cavaliers trail by 5.
And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers
were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster, looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
Here's Collison. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. A drive by Collison. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Pacers.
And they took a balanced approach for the most part. They didn't get caught up in any one aspect of the game. They got their points all over the floor.
Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pick up by Hill. Smith kicks to Thompson. Passes to Hood. With the second effort and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Tristan not worrying in the least about the defense that time, just powering through.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
The Pacers making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. Tied up with that one.
And Tristan Thompson, more of a center's game in a 6'9" frame, especially with the way small ball has gone. He has the ability to hold his own down on the inside. That combination of long arms, strength, the quick jumping, and the willpower to dominate, that's put Tristan Thompson on the map.
Smith kicks to Thompson. Back to Smith. Launches a three. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Evans. Now the pass to Joseph. Beyond the arc. And it's Evans missing. And for Thompson, the downside to playing him at center is he is not a big-time shot blocker.
Well, he does have good mobility in the pick and roll, Kevin, and he covers the smaller men on the switches. But you're right, as soon as you get around the rim, sometimes Tristan Thompson is not able to get vertical and challenge some shots out there.
And here is Joseph after Rodney Hood was able to get the triple. Good. 7 points for Miles Turner.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Hill dishes to Hood. Hill kicks to Smith. Thompson left side. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love with the screen for Hill. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Joseph. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Hey, Brent, as we move toward a more positionless league, versatility obviously is such a key. Who do you think are some of the more versatile centers in the game right now?
Well, I'm not going to put them in any particular order, but Anthony Davis playing a little bit more of the 5 is certainly a nightmare matchup. He's expanded his range to be able to shoot threes. Kristaps Porzingis represents basketball's version of a unicorn. Nobody knows what to make of that guy. DeMarcus Cousins, we see Karl Anthony Towns exploring his game in Minnesota and the versatility he has as a passing big that can shoot from range. And Joel Embiid in Philadelphia is raising all kinds of eyebrows, Kevin. I've just never seen somebody with that kind of size and that kind of mobility have such a soft touch from the three-point line. So the new evolutionized 5 position and revolutionized 5 position is in good shape.
That's a great list. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for Turner. Trevor Booker comes in for Thaddeus Young. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Bogdanovich in for Darren Collison. Now here's Nance. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. Now the feed to Clarkson. Back to Nance. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Lets the 3 fly, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Not a shot the coaches are going to draw up often for him, and he makes it with the defense closing in.
And Joseph kicks to Sabonis. That shot is off. Cavaliers go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Yeah, it was almost robotic, Greg, in this one. They filtered out all the noise and came in razor-sharp precision on the offensive end.
McDermott with a steal. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Booker. Pass to Sabonis. Sinks that one from the post. And the Pacers lead by 3. And so here's Cleveland. Korver with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Raptors in Toronto. He kicks to Clarkson. Takes the 3. That shot missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
A nice shot by Booker.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Clarkson passes to Korver. Clarkson against Joseph. Here's Nance. Good D by Booker.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Shot by Joseph. No good.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the score by Cleveland. He feeds it to Booker. Trying his luck deep. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. That'll go on McDermott. That's his first foul. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Korver. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Joseph. Got a piece of it. Here's McDermott. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Now, here's Clarkson. He had 16 points in the win against Toronto. They set the pick. Nance a screen. Osman. That 3 off the mark. Indiana leading by 5. Here's Bogdanovich. They get the rebound. Sabonis kicks to Bogdanovich. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovich. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Excellent use of the screen that time. Clarkson's got 5 points so far.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
And here is Joseph. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami. Offensive rebound. Booker with no one around. Good on the 3-point shot. He has 5. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here is Korver. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Zizic passes to Clarkson. Cleveland the rebound. Osman. His 3-pointers off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
McDermott with it. Now defended by Korver. And that one is good.
Good to see McDermott down in the paint, and then he starts to show off a little bit more touch.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Nance a screen. The dish to Clarkson. Five on the clock. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Joseph dishes to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich sets the pick for Joseph. Booker outside. Indiana moving it around. There's Sabonis. Hits the front of the rim and out. And stolen by Booker. Outside Bogdanovich. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Pacers lead by 10. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after one.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. We've got Zizic. Kyle Korver is out there with Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Bogdanovich against Korver. Nance a screen. Osman. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
That's what you want to work for, a high percentage look from deep.
Oladipo against Clarkson. And Bogdanovich kicks to Oladipo. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Clarkson's running. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Out in his own on the break. Look at that.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
Well, you knew that Doug McDermott was going to be a classic shooter when he came into the league with all those points he racked up at Creighton University. A great shooting motion, a high, quick release. And I'm just impressed with the range that he's able to fire from. Sometimes 4 or 5 feet from behind the line. No problem from Dougie McBuckets.
Clarkson against Oladipo. It's stolen by Nance. Korver passes to Clarkson. 7-foot shot, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Indiana called for the foul.
Well, Kyle Korver at the line is lights out. And if there's guys on the floor you don't want to foul, Kyle Korver would be the one.
The Cavaliers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. First free throw is good. And Brent, with McDermott, he does have great range. It's something that defenders have to respect and is opening up more for him.
And the idea for McDermott is you cannot be a one-trick pony in this league, Kevin. So getting more comfortable at times, maybe playing with the back to the basket, moving off of screens, maybe cutting around defenders. He's going to have to show some more versatility in his offensive game to stick around.
Both free throws good from Korver. We've heard the rumors, Brent, the death of the big man, but with guys like Towns and Porzingis and others entering the league that can play in the perimeter and still have that length to make a difference inside, could we see a big man renaissance, or at least maybe see him have more of an impact than people are giving him credit for right now?
Well, I think what we're seeing is the evolution of the 5 spot, Kevin. So it's not that the big man is lost, it's that the big man's doing a lot of the things that the little man used to be asked to do, and that is shooting threes, handle the ball, make some decisions at the top of the key, be a playmaker. It's fascinating to watch guys with this sort of size and this sort of skill, and also being this young, having such a tremendous impact for the organizations they're playing for.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Kyle Korver. Yep, that one goes in there.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Hill kicks to Love. Feeds to Smith. Dishes it to Love. Love with the screen for Hill. Over Collison. Misses off the right iron. Pacers leading by 12. Evans outside. At the top of the key, Turner. Off target with the open look.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Love with the screen on Oladipo. Here's Smith. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, you don't want J.R. Smith to get room to shoot, especially from the mid-range there. He's very effective at scoring just about anywhere on the floor.
Collison with the screen for Evans. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Tyreek Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
One shot.
Well, Evans reestablishing himself over the past couple of seasons, a skilled combo guard with great handle.
Smith outside. Hill sets the screen for Smith. Love kicks to Hill. Love with the screen on Collison. Here's Hill. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
And they pick up 2. Oladipo's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's a pick by Love. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Collison kicks to Oladipo. Evans outside. Inside, here's Turner. The basket good off the assist from Evans. 9 points for Miles Turner.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Hood for 3. Rebounded by Collison.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
And Oladipo kicks to Turner, and stolen by Love. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Cavaliers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Free throw drops for Hill. And Brent, 14 years in the NBA, you spent about half your time on the defensive end. Of all the guys you were matched up against, who was surprisingly difficult to cover?
It's funny, Kevin, because a lot of coaches would tell you I did not spend half of my time on the defensive end.
Well, I know better. I know better.
Surprisingly difficult to stop, I would tell you, it would be Mitch Richmond. Many years in Sacramento playing for the Kings. He was known as the Rock, And I can tell you why. Running into him and his physicality as a two-guard was very, very difficult to stop. One of the game's greatest two-guards.
Sturdy, wasn't it? I mean, he was thick. He was hard to move is what I think about.
He was very thick and physical, which was something that I was certainly not. And they also ran a myriad of screens for him on every possession. The most potent offensive player they had was Mitch Richmond, and they would get him open every time. So a very difficult cover for me.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
Zizic is checked in for Cleveland. They set the screen. And it's Evans missing.
And really not enough effort on that screen. You have to make some contact, so that's ineffective at getting his teammate open.
Pacers leading by 14. Now Collison. Last game he had 10 points. For three. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Smith kicks to Hood. They get the rebound. The Pacers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Here's Oladipo. It's deflected. They get it back. Turner dishes to Collison. Indiana moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Corey Joseph's checked in for the Pacers.
And let's check out some stats for Young. His last 10 games, he's getting around 8 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
And it's sent back by Turner. Here's Collison. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. And it's 6 points for Collison.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Hood kicks to Smith. He dishes it to Hill. Smith. Pass to Hood. To the middle. Here's Zizic. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And at his height, you have to like what he gives you as a shooter.
Well, when he squares up from the medium range, there's little things you could do to stop him.
Young with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Turner with the screen. Collison the pass to Young. Rebound by Smith. The Cavaliers trail by 16. And a wide open look for Hood. Off target from three-point range. Evans up top. Covered by Hood. Hill against Collison. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First free throw is good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Both free throws good from Hill. Pacers leading by 14. Now here's Joseph. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Stolen by Clarkson. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Rips down the breakaway slam.
There's your run out. Great individual play.
Yeah, beats the transition defense up the floor, and then the easy finish. Boy, those feel good.
Joseph sets a screen for Collison. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, Darren Collison going through the free agency process this last summer. Greg, Indiana jumped at the chance to add him to the roster.
Yeah, and with Collison and his ability to play in so many ways, that is what made teams go after him. He doesn't always take a big signing to change the complexity of a team. Getting solid contributors like Collison go a long way in building the foundation of a team.
And he can't get the first one. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And he sinks the second. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Collison. Korver against Joseph. And that one drops. Korver's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, the mid-range jumper from Korver is lethal when he's given that amount of space.
Turner with the screen. Evans dishes to Collison. For three. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. 10 points for Collison.
Well, right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Zizic passes to Clarkson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clarkson's got 11.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And you look at Ante Zizic, the forgotten player in the big trade, a young center, legit size and strength, and he also played under David Blatt, the former Cavs coach in Europe.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Booker comes in for Young. McDermott's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Bogdanovich in for Darren Collison. And Joseph kicks to Sabonis. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And Zizic has a lot of upside. One reason he was desired so much in the trade. Croatian, part of that golden generation. Drafted 23rd overall in that 2016 draft, but ended up staying overseas. And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Joseph, the pass to Sabonis. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Zizic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks to Nance. They set the pick. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Pacers leading by 12. And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. And Indiana, another 3.
And Bogdanovich is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
Clarkson is screen on Joseph. Korver passes to Zizic. Back to Korver. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Beyond the arc. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And when you give room to Kyle Korver, he's going to burn you. You have to play up on him and get him to drive.
Joseph dishes to Booker. Inside. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got 4 this quarter. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Korver. He's got 7. Nance a screen. Osman. That one wide left. And we finished one half of basketball. Indiana out in front. They lead by 14. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Tristan, what needs to happen in the third quarter to get this game under control?
We got to get multiple stops. You know, our coach keeps track on the back of the bench of, you know, consecutive stops. So coming out the second half, we got to get multiple stops, multiple efforts, and then, you know, on offense, just got to execute.
Yeah, those multiple stops are how you get runs going. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They lead by 14. Kenny?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they play well.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Downtown Indianapolis glowing in the distance as we welcome you back to the action here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. A fantastic game from Miles Turner in this one.
And through 2 quarters, surprising how aggressive he was offensively.
You know what? That guy's not going to hurt us. Don't worry about him. Boom. Supporting role, and then he puts some points on you. They better make an adjustment.
And here are the Pacers now. They lead by 14. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Young and Turner up front. And it's Evans in at the small forward position. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Turner with the screen. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Smith. Hood drives in. Nance. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Thompson, he's checked in for Nance. Here's Hill. There's a good screen. The screen from Thompson. Hill kicks to Thompson. That one falls. Thompson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Cavs.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside. Most of his shots coming around the rim.
Turner with the screen. The drive by Collison. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Pacers lead by 14. Collison's gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. Hill, a screen on Oladipo. Smith kicks to Thompson. Now Hill, 5 points in the game. For 3, Love. They get it back. Thompson. Great D that time from Collison. Pacers leading by 14. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Oladipo for 3. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game. Offensive rebound. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Collison, the pass to Turner. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 4th assist in this one. Hill dishes to Thompson. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And a look here at the shot chart for Oladipo.
And you look at the chart and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the 3 to score. But they have seen what the defense is giving them and taken every open look they found.
Here's Turner. But they recover it. And Young kicks to Collison. Here's Oladipo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. J.R. Smith picks one up.
Oladipo, a guy who can live at the line with his power and explosiveness around the glass. And when you watch Oladipo, you just like his explosiveness. Every moment he can come out there, he's got some room to get to it. He could take off on you and make something extremely exciting and athletic happen. He streamlined his game a little bit, so when he's not playing in a hesitant mode, he becomes that much more impactful.
No good on that one. Grant Oladipo, as you said, can just be a ball of energy out there on the floor.
I like the fact that Oladipo is honing in on his skilled shots. Still trying to figure out exactly what he does well, but he can't be passive. He's got to be aggressive. When he makes those kind of decisive plays, it ends up helping him and his teammates more often.
And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. In third, the Cavaliers.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Thompson gets it to go. Pacers leading by 13. Outside Collison. They double him with Love. Young with no one around. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Collison against Hill. Passes it to Smith. Outside Hood. Screen by Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. The drive by Collison, and Turner kicks to Evans. And Evans with a stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. The Cavaliers trail by 13. The screen from Thompson. Here's Hill. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Victor Oladipo. His last 10 games, averaging about 15 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
Free throw drops for Hill. Both free throws good from Hill. And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more than Kevin.
Pacers leading by 11. Here's Oladipo, and he banks in the layup. Oladipo's got 9.
Well, you combine quickness and explosiveness for Victor Oladipo on display right there. Tough to contain.
Screen by Smith. Hood against Evans. Pulls up on the elbow. Hood gets the bucket. He's got 9.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Collison with it. 12 points for him. Turner with a screen on Hill. The drive by Collison. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9. 67% shooting. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Thompson, a screen on Collison. Hill kicks to Love. Thompson sets the pick for Love. Love draws the double. Hill has the open look. Off target with his 3. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, if Thompson is going to get that deep, you almost have to wrap 2 hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
Good on the second free throw. Indiana leading by 12. Now here's Collison. 14 points for him. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And here's a look at the stats for Hill. His last 10 games, 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. First one falls for him. The Pacers making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Collison hits them both, and the Cavaliers call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Darren Collison.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Cleveland. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And of course, Indiana just way behind.
And right now for the Pacers, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Still some chances to find some positives as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason.
Kept alive, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, Thompson's out there to throw his weight around. He did it that time.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and some changes here for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for Turner. McDermott comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Bogdanovich in for Darren Collison. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Clarkson, he's checked in for George Hill. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And one of those lunch pail players, you love him, Greg, Trevor Booker out of Clemson.
Just hard-nosed, gets on the glass, and although only 6'8", he gets off his feet quickly. A terrific leaper and just one of those ultra-competitive guys.
Kevin Love showing a lot of his interior game there.
Clarkson against Oladipo. A beautiful reverse layup. Oladipo's got 11 points.
Wow, he put a little extra on that one, didn't he?
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Clarkson kicks to Love. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
Oladipo, the pass to Booker. That one doesn't go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And stolen by Booker. Here's Oladipo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And here's a check of the 2K leaderboard and the top rebounding shooting guards of the past 10 games. Bogdanovich is number 1.
And a 2 guard who's as prolific a rebounder as he is a rare breed in the NBA. You usually don't expect it from an off guard, but he's a big contributor on the glass.
There are a lot of big guys in the league that don't like to get touched up like he does at that 2 spot. So he gets in there, he bangs with the best of them, and then he competes for those rebounds.
The first one falls.
2013, Victor Oladipo heard his name second in that draft. One of the best shooting guards in the league and getting better.
Oladipo hits them both. The Cavaliers trail by 15. And here's Korver. He has 7. Thompson outside. The pass to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Clarkson's got 13.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Here's the screen. Down low. Here's Sabonis. Nance with some nice D.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Clarkson dishes to Thompson. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Here's Bogdanovich. He's got 7. Here's Booker. Nance with some nice D.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
McDermott with a steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. Oh!
No doubt. Look, shooters know where other shooters are, and if you're not shooting, make the pass, and Doug did it there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. McDermott with the double team. Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Clarkson against Oladipo. Pass to Sabonis. It's stolen by Nance. And it's Korver in the corner. Offline with his three.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Back to Oladipo. Fires from 18. And that's off the glass and in. Oladipo's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Victor shows a little bit of touch there from the mid-range, a knockdown shooter from that spot on the floor.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. And that'll be his third foul so far. Corey Joseph's checked in for Oladipo. And Cleveland with a change here too. Zizic is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Clarkson passes to Zizic. Outside Korver. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Indiana leading by 13. The drive by Booker. Got that one up quick. Booker's got 11.
And it's great to see Bogdanovic spreading the ball out. I mean, possesses good size, which allows him to see over defenders.
They set the pick. Clarkson passes to Zizic. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. McDermott's got his third bucket of the night.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Yeah, it seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Sabonis kicks to Joseph. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. That's good from Booker on the assist from Joseph. He's got 13.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Clarkson. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Booker. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Nance has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now the feed to Korver. Here's Zizic. Second shot opportunity. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Pacers leading by 17. Now Joseph. There's the screen. Outside Bogdanovic. The offensive rebound. Sabonis. And no good trying to get that one. And so it's Indiana out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Cavaliers trail by 17. So on the floor for Cleveland. George Hill out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's Nance. Outside Korver. Lets it go with a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Korver's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Cleveland. Joseph against Hill. Turner with the screen. Here's Evans. That shot missing, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Korver with it. The screen from Thompson. Korver attacking, takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Korver's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pacers leading by 12. Here's the screen. Booker with the screen for Evans. Outside Bogdanovic. Joseph has an open look. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Booker dishes to Bogdanovich. Evans passes to Bogdanovich. Fires the three. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, that's some pretty sweet vision there on display from Tyreek. Thing of beauty.
Nance a screen. They set the pick. Hill inside. He's covered by Joseph. 6 to shoot. Here's Nance. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. The shot by Turner no good. The Cavaliers trail by 13. That's tipped. The dish to Hill. The screen from Thompson. And the basket by Hill.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Booker. Here's Turner, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And he knocks down the first one. Indiana making some changes. Young comes in for Trevor Booker, and it's Collison in for Bogdanovich. Both free throws good from Turner. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Love outside. Hill a screen on Young. Love kicks to Hood. Collison against Hill. Love with the screen for Hill. And it's sent back by Turner. Collison dishes to Evans. And stolen by Love. Fast break. Here we go. Hood the pass to Hill. He kicks to Love. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And Thaddeus Young he's got a unique offensive skill set. I mean, he really is able to score over bigger players with just an array of little hooks and floaters and off-balance shots in the lane.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one drops. And Greg, at about 6'8", what is it that enables Young to finish so well inside?
I think it's more finesse than power. Not a lot of free throws for him, but he can get his shot off quickly before the shot blockers have time to gather.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. And he can't hit the second. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Outside Hood. He feeds it to Love. Hill against Collison. Love with the screen on Collison. Hill kicks to Love. And it's sent back by Turner. Evans dishes to Collison. And that one is off.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Outside Hill. Hood, a screen on Young. It's back to Hill. The screen from Thompson. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's 5. One more and he'll be disqualified. Got to be more careful.
Pacers leading by 14. It's Oladipo on the wing. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
One of those guys who you say 6'4" but plays bigger. Oladipo with the strength to finish through the contact.
One shot, mind the lanes.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
The screen from Thompson. Love with the screen on Collison. Hill passes to Thompson over Young, and another miss by Cleveland. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Feeds to Oladipo. Back to Evans. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Always the size of Evans is hard for the defense to deal with, so sometimes you just have to foul him and hope he misses.
And that one falls for Evans. And both free throws good for Tyreke Evans. Here's Smith. Love outside. Can they get it? And the dunk by Love.
I like when Kevin Love shows a little bit more ferociousness. That time, a big-time dunk.
Pacers leading by 17. Evans kicks to Oladipo. This one for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Hood gets the bucket. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Collison dishes to Oladipo. And it's Evans in the corner. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
See his eyes get a little wide there, Kevin. Evans sees the lane and does not hesitate, sprints through for the easy 2.
Hill passes to Smith. To the inside, unloads from 13. Again, Love missing.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
And stolen by Hood. Dishes to Hill. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And guys, I like what they're doing here in the second half, getting a lot of production in the paint and still trailing, but starting to show some grit down low.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Hill. Pacers leading by 14. Collison kicks to Evans. Turner inside, working on Thompson. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Hill with it. Picked up by Collison. Love with the screen for Hill. This one for 3. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Hill. Hill's got assist number 7 for him tonight. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Out to Turner. Indiana again missing. The Cavaliers trail by 11. That's a 2 from Hood. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Collison dishes to Turner. Pass to Evans. Lets it go. Shot clock reset for Indiana. The shot, no good. And here's Cleveland. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Hill kicks to Smith. Love with the screen on Oladipo. Here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Right, big scoring run fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. He dishes it to Evans. Here's Young. That shot off. Great D that time from Love.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's Smith again missing.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
And he knocks down the first one. Oladipo hits them both. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Hill kicks to Thompson. Pick up by Hill. Thompson dishes to Hood. Collison against Hill. 4 on the shot clock. Love, no good.
I think the D is just fine with those kind of shot attempts coming from him there because he's not hitting anything right now.
And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up. It's going to be Young shooting. That one on Love. Now here is Smith. The second chance effort. Out that one. The Indiana lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Thompson.
And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
Turner with a screen for Oladipo. It's tipped. Hood against Evans. The kick out to Hill. Screen by Smith. And here is Hill. To the middle. Love. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Here's Oladipo. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And for three, Collison doesn't go that time. And Cleveland will come the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here's Evans. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Is that a lounge chair or is that the post in the NBA? Evans showing how comfortable he is down low.
Smith with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Looking to end his cold spell. Thompson misses. Indiana leading by 10. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Collison with the screen for Oladipo. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. It's a pick by Love. Hill kicks to Love. No good on the triple.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Pacers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Miles Turner.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
Cleveland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. And it's Smith missing.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Turner with the screen. Collison kicks to Turner. It's stolen by Hill.
It'd take a miracle at this point.
Right, with this deficit and this late in the game, their time has already passed.
Thompson misses. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Young passes to Collison. At the elbow, it's Turner. Evans outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Oladipo, here we go. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just we're pretty good. We play great together, you know, and we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.